Seeing this card, all I heard was, I am who I say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Okay. Now, I see somebody that is evolving greatly into their confidence, into their knowingness, and into their power. You have a very, 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 very magnetic, abundant energy about you. All right. It's almost this in between otherworldly energy. Okay. But you've kind of been stuck in at a place of a stalemate. And it is not without effort. You try your hardest to stay in a place of tranquility, of peace, of balance, of magic, if you will. But there is this recurring issue of getting caught up into negative energy and being caught on this loop. It may be people trying to bring you negative energy, and it also may be chaotic, collective energy as well. But when you get caught in this loop, it takes a lot of firepower to get out. It can kind of consume you for some while, and you almost have to build up your energy stores like subconsciously to have enough potent energy to break free of the chains you kind of put yourself in when you kind of tie in and get into that loop. All right, that infinity wheel, that infinity symbol of being consumed by that negative energy. All right, and the message within all of this is to kind of connect in a place of unison with the divine, whether that is through walking meditation, yoga, regular meditation, tai chi, whatever the case is, to become one with spirit. All right. Because when we are at a balanced, grounded, tranquil place and connected in oneness with spirit, that's when things start to change. They start to level up for us. Look at the level up of tree pose that we have here. Okay, complete level up of tree pose. All right, and that is very important to show the stage that it brings you to, one where you are encompassed within your own manifestations, within your own creations, in your own happiness, and your own joy. All right, and that actually becoming to fulfillment and realization within your life. But to get here, we have to still be committed to pushing forward, even though there might be something that we feel like is not like that's not making us feel the best, right? That is around and in our vicinity. Okay, when we see the King of Wands here, he has this torch, and this is symbolizing his ability to be able to move through the darkness and still have his eye on the goal, to still have what is important illuminated. When we have the rune Kanaz, and I'm probably saying it wrong because, different languages, I'm always butchering something. But anyways, this is speaking of not only our creativity, but speaking of light and spiritual enlightenment and being connected to that spiritual enlightenment, even though he has to move through obstacles or move through negative or harsh or dense energies, which is what we're talking about here. So when you see yourself kind of getting consumed with these energies, you have to tap into that King of Wands energy, connect to that energy of spiritual enlightenment, okay, and spiritual connection to be able to move through and come to a place where things are actually coming to fruition. How? Because we were able to focus on them and develop them, even though there might have been chaos around, because we didn't tap in, we didn't tie in. Instead, we tied into the divine. Instead, we tied into the universe. Instead, we tied into being one with spirit and moving from there instead of being one with energy that is anything but divine. Does that make sense? All right. I hope that this message finds everyone that it is meant to. And as always, I love you guys. Have a great day.